I had just come to Los Angeles to pursue my career. I was in a Paul Bartel film, in a film called Eating Raoul, and I was Raoul. So when I went to interviews and that sort of thing, and they said, well, what are you doing now? Well, I'm playing Raoul in Eating Raoul, or I have played. I was Raoul in Eating Raoul, and so it was instantly identifiable and known, and so that really helps when you're just starting out, and you don't have to say, yeah, I was an actor in the Visalia Repertory Theater Company, you know. There was a long process with me being involved in Night of the Comet. I actually turned down the part. And then I turned it down again, and they kept coming back to me. But from what I remember, they wanted me to do a kind of Raoul type character. It was sort of written that way at the time. And I didn't want to do that, you know. And plus I didn't think it was right for the film as I read it. And so finally we decided to have a meeting because they really wouldn't let me go, and my agent was calling me all the time saying, they really want you, and can you meet with these guys? So I met with Thom, and I basically told them, look, the way that you've written it is a lot like a part that I've already done called Raoul, Eating Raoul, and I know that's why you wanted me to do it, because I can just come right in and do a Raoul type character, but I'm not interested in doing that. So the way I see it is, you know, he's the last guy on Earth, and he's every man, and so why not make him Gary Cooper? You know, why not make him look at him more that way, you know? And so they said, okay, we'll do that. So I said, okay, then there's really no reason for me not to do the film, and there's so many things about it that I liked, especially the two girls' roles, and the whole story was fun, you know. So I figured if I could get Hector to be just as compelling a character as a lot of the other ones, then it would be a good thing to do. The other aspect of it is that Hector was a Chicano. He was Mexican-American, right? And so how many films, I don't know that there has ever been any other film where the last guy on Earth was, you know, so I was very cognizant of the sociological factors that were being explored here. And so that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to just make him a cholo. I wanted him to be, have a sense of a Chicano as every man, and having every man out there coming and woman coming to see the movie relate to him. And I thought that would be less possible if he was a cholo.
Okay, kids, cover your eyes for Uncle Hector.
Hey! Think tank, huh?
Couldn't we just, like, leave?
Think over this!
You know, one of the reasons why they got me was they said, and we'll give you top billing. Top billing. And so I'm thinking, okay, they really upped the salary and the top billing, and obviously Catherine and Kelly are the two leads in this. So I thought, well, they really want me, and there's so many good things about this script, and they have given their approval of the changes that I wanted to do, so let's do it. But sometimes in the course of filming, the producers forget, and it's very easy for them to just go, we don't have time for that. And you have to say, wait a minute, come on. It seemed to me that we were doing a lot of that in the process. Was, well, I want to do this, okay, and then so it was a lot of not contentiousness, but just saying, now look, you guys, remember what we agreed on. This is not going to be, I'm not going to allow you guys to go back to what the script, what you originally wanted. We're going to do it this way.
Listen, this is no time for an attitude problem. Your little sister seems to be taking this a lot better than you.
All the actors, all the major actors, we shared a big Winnebago. Kelly and Catherine were very much into making sure that their relationship as sisters was coming across on screen. And their preparation, they did a great job. I mean, they were so good in that film. But that was not by accident. They worked hard to get that feeling of sisters and the rivalries and the love and you know, all that all of those psychological things that siblings have going with each other, you know. So they worked really hard, and I really admired them for taking for doing that kind of work, that kind of preparation, and it really paid off.
What are you going to do when your complexion freaks up? Dermatologist is dead, you know.
I know, and I'm getting a rash or something, too.
Oh, God, you and your rashes.
Hey, I'm sorry if the end of the world makes me a little nervous.
Tom was obviously a very bright guy, and he had written a really fun script, but it was his first film directing. My impressions are that he had to get used to working with actors, and I don't know that he has a background in theater as a director, but a lot of film directors that don't have that background are sort of, can sort of be taken aback by the fact that you have to deal with an actor that, you know, and I got to know him during the meetings that we had prior to shooting, and so I liked him a lot. Very talented and very nice man, and always seemed to know exactly what he wanted, and for being his first film, I thought he had a great lock on it, and was always in control.
We found survivors. How long will the blood test take?
Not long.
I talked to the producers at the time, and I said, and you might want to think of Mary Warnoff for that role that she played. And they went, yeah, getting you and Mary back together in our film, that'd be great, right? So the only thing that I did not like was I didn't like coming in that Santa Claus outfit, at least not with the beard, you know. I thought it was wrong, and at the time, they were so excited coming to me when I showed up for the set to shoot that scene that day. And guess what, Robert? We're going to put you in a Santa Claus outfit. And I was like, because it's kind of a crucial scene, you know. I didn't agree with it, but I did it because I guess I was too tired to fight it.
Mom!
Actually, going back, when Hector goes back to check on his family, his mother, and that was a difficult one. In the description in the script, it asked for something that I thought was wrong, and I think what it was a big breakdown, Hector's breakdown, and I said, I don't think it's necessary. I think him coming back, seeing the pictures and seeing the house and the pictures of his mother and his sister, he's already had the breakdown because the world has ended. I mean, everybody's dead. And the likelihood of them being alive, so I think he's prepared himself to the point that he goes home and it's clear to him that they're no longer around, and it's sad, but you move on. And because I don't think the film would have really held that kind of deep emotional breakdown. I think it would have taken the film into something else.
Smile, Heck. Handsome.
He becomes the prototype for the new man that's going to evolve in this new world that we're. At the end, they have him in a three-piece suit. But what I wanted was a yachting captain's hat, you know, and a yachting outfit, because they're now living out their fantasies, you know, and the world now is their whole playground, and that's the way I saw it. The thing that I liked about the film, that it was positive, and yeah, catastrophe happened. To have Hector part of this group of people that survived and are going to carry on and carry the human species on, and it was sort of a nice feeling. I want to encourage Thom Eberhardt to write the sequel, and let's see if Hector can become, you know, president of the new world order, where truth and justice prevail instead of greed and murder and mayhem. You know. What was really surprising is how people reacted to it. I think its opening weekend, it was like number 4 in the country. So that was really surprising, that small little film like that, and it was the second one that I had done. Eating Raoul had the same kind of kind of splash for a small, low-budget film. This was a bigger film, bigger budget, but I still think everybody was surprised at how the reviews were almost uniformly positive. It's a great tribute to Thom and his script. I think it's the universality of it that keeps it alive and finds new fans for it. And the performances are fun, you know. I mean, it's just really good cast and really good cast, and very well directed. It's a fun film and it's positive. So I think it's not surprising that it has become this kind of cult classic.